broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey guys, we are here, part 2 of the Project Runway season finale. Season 13, I don't know, I think we're all pretty happy about the outcome. There was a few times when we were screening that we had decided that if certain people won, we were not going to do the show. But since Sean won, we're here.
You told them?
They knew, they watched it. We're here, we're doing the show. I'm your host, Stef Z, and tonight we have a full panel to finish it up. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Hey guys, it's Virginia.
Amanda Fields Bennett.
And Michelle Uberreste.
All right, well, let's get started. I mean, overall opinions. Let's just get right to it.
I'm so happy Sean won. Because, yeah, if he hadn't won, I wouldn't be here. I'd be driving home.
Yeah.
Well, while we were screening, we were screaming at the TV, if so-and-so wins, I'm throwing my notepad at the screen.
Yeah.
So that person for me was Char. If Char won, I was going to be really disappointed. Or Kini. Kini couldn't save his collection for me.
What about you, Michelle? Who would you have thrown your pad at if they would have won?
Anyone but Sean. I was gunning for Sean from like the beginning.
I know.
Super duper happy. He totally deserved it. Actually agreed with the judges and everything turned out A-okay.
Yeah.
A-okay.
A-okay.
I mean, if Amanda would have won, I would have thrown the pad. If Kini would have won, I would have thrown the pad. I'm pretty sure I called Sean from the first episode. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say it. He was my pick. Oh, we can go back and watch.
We will.
Oh, okay.
We will.
All right, you let me know. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was my pick. I had this like love affair with Char, though. I kind of wanted her to win. I really liked her collection. But, I don't know, do we want to just get right into talking about the collections? Or, I mean,
Yes.
We had, just real quick, there was $9,000. They had 5 weeks. They got $300 more to go back to Mood for 30 minutes. Again, it wasn't too exciting. So, let's take a little more
And
time.
Heidi kept saying they had 4 weeks, which I think was generous because I think they really had 5.
I believe they had 5.
They
That's
had
what you
5.
guys
Yeah,
told me.
and the finale, she's like, they only had 4 weeks.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. She was like, this is our excuse.
Before we get to the runway, I want to talk about Heidi's outfit at the runway.
Oh.
I'm not impressed.
I thought she would be like in a gown.
I thought she would just be exquisite. Like, I wanted to say the word, Heidi looks exquisite tonight. Stunning.
And you
Didn't do
know,
it.
this season, she's consistently looked really exquisite. I'm going to use
It's
your
a good word.
steal
You
your
can
word.
use it. It's a good word.
She has. And then tonight, it was a little bit tacky.
Yeah, it was very like Dancing with the Stars meets figure skating for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it wasn't, like, at one point, a few of us here on the panel were going to try and go to New York for this, and none of us made it, unfortunately. But if I would have went all the way to New York to see Heidi in person, I mean, the designers as well, and she would have came out wearing that, I would have been like, really?
Now, when they zoomed in closer on her dress, I did notice that there were pieces that they looked like they were made of like a thicker material. I don't know. I don't think it was even fabric.
Yeah, I feel like the workmanship was pretty cool up close, but it was like the overall effect. It was just a little trashy.
But it did fit her perfectly, I have to say. The fit was great. The color was great. But it was kind of like naked.
Yeah.
She needed some fringe.
For 9 a.m. Yeah.
Everybody
She should have
needs
just
some
worn that
fringe.
blue dress one more time.
She should have worn that for him.
Yeah.
Well,
But then
that would have
would've
been like
shown
playing
favoritism.
favorites.
Yeah.
Teacher's pet.
But I feel like she should always wear a previous Project Runway winning design to the finale. That would be kind of a good win for someone else.
There you go.
You know.
But then it's a year old.
No,
what?
it wouldn't have to come from the show. It could be something new that they made for her.
Or like the winner
yeah.
from the previous season.
Yeah, that could be part of the
that's a good idea.
prize.
I think that's a good idea.
Part of the prize. All right, well, let's get to it. Can we have our first picture, please? And we started with Amanda's collection.
Yes.
I don't know. Did you? What were your three? Let's just go. We'll go around. We'll do the 3 words or phrases. You know, we can talk a little bit longer about it because we're getting right to it. But what's your overall, Virginia? What you got?
I put brown and blah. I don't know. I mean, I liked some of the tribal looks, but my favorites were the blue. The blue pieces were really stunning to me, but I like color. And like I said last week, I don't like brown. I hate brown.
You say that every week.
I do, because she always designs in brown.
Well,
She does. She uses a lot of brown.
I feel like this is one of those cases where on TV and in person, it was 2 different collections. I really feel like that because the blue comes across so well on TV, and I feel like some of the other pieces might have made you a little bit more happy if you were there in the front row.
It's possible.
I
don't know.
Would they change colors from brown?
No.
But it might have seemed more khaki or Loden. Do you know that color? I learned that from Nita Garcia.
Loden?
It's a color. It's like in between. It's like a gray green.
I think my bed sheets
Anyway.
are loaded.
Yeah.
I think this brown on this pad is loaded. So Amanda, what were your 3 comments about Amanda's?
Well,
Amanda on Amanda.
Yes, the romper really stood out for me. As soon as she walked out in it, I was like, yes. Well, at first I thought it was a dress, and I was like, oh, are those shorts? And I liked it even more. So that one look really sold it for me, and I love that she put it right in the middle of the collection. But this whole collection, I mean, keep in mind,
3 words, Amanda.
I didn't write the 3 words because I didn't know what to say at the time. I really didn't know what to say. But
I want the romper.
I want the romper. These clothes are shown for spring collections, and this felt like fall to me.
No, that's fair.
Did they specify they had to be spring?
I
Just
don't
because they
know.
were showing spring at Fashion Week?
But wouldn't you want to show spring for spring?
I would never want to show spring.
Well, yeah, you would.
Right, but if that was the rest of it, like if other people, I'm sure, went to other shows too, they would probably go there thinking that.
Right, but personally, if I was competing, I wouldn't do spring because I feel like I wouldn't have a chance.
No, I get it.
And I feel like Amanda's the same way. She kind of designs that darker.
But then
Look.
what do you do as a designer for spring?
I do lighter stuff, or I do black and white or something like that, but I don't feel like it's as strong for me. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, she has to, like, as a designer, you have to have some sort
you
of
do,
spring
but if you're trying to win Project
collection.
Runway, I'm not going to go with my weaker choice.
Right, but in the same sense, if everyone else is doing spring and then you come out with like woolly jackets, it's not gonna work either.
Right, right.
Anyway, what were your 3
Woolly
comments,
mammoth.
Amanda?
I thought this collection was super tight, actually. Especially for like Amanda, when I first like saw some of her stuff earlier in the competition, I just didn't like it. I don't like boho. I thought she actually kind of turned it modern. She cleaned it up a lot, so I kind of liked it.
I wrote down hate it. The blue was the good, but everything else looked the same, and it was terrible matching. Some of her pattern matching and color matching to me was just, it like hurt my eyes. Like I wanted to look away. I was like, where are my sunglasses? It's spring. No.
Well, one other
Waking
thing,
up and seeing that first thing in the morning would have made me not happy.
Well, one last thing I wanted to add that doesn't have to do with the clothes, but I really love the hair and makeup for this.
Oh yeah, me too.
Really fresh.
What was happening with her model in the shoe?
I don't know. They never followed through
They
with
never
that.
followed through with that, but I think her model had the wrong shoe or something like that.
Or she changed
Lisa
shoes
Simpson
at the
rules. If
last
you know,
minute.
let us know.
Yeah, they said she changed shoes at the last minute.
Yeah.
So
She's like, my model changed her shoes? What? And then she was like, oh, I can't do anything. They're already in line. Time's up.
I would be a little freaked
But it's
out
like,
too.
time's not really up. If it's not your turn on the runway. But she was
But she went first.
Yeah.
All right, so I feel like, there's mixed feelings about Amanda. I don't know that any of us thought that she was going to win. I mean, did any of you, after you saw this collection, think, oh, wow, she might win?
No, but I definitely think it's like wearable. You could see it in a store. Women would buy it. There's a market for it. So I think she, that's what they're thinking when they're selecting a winner. Who is actually going to be successful from this show? Because when they pick winners that don't do anything, it doesn't really help them at all, I feel like.
I feel like that for me, I think it failed a little bit when there was too much of the same look over and over. Like the romper was so strong and the full length gown was so strong and the brown and
and
black.
the blue one was
and then
strong.
she kept putting out looks that were brown and black skirt, pants. It was like, all right, already, move on from that moment. Do something a little bit different.
Well, that was the thing, and not to jump ahead to Char's stuff, but that was the thing for me that seemed like you couldn't, like if you had this collection, there's 10 looks. Say for 1 week you had to wear every one of her looks, it would look like you're wearing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't enough variety within the collection for me.
And there wasn't like, okay, I would wear this to this outfit, like different events, you know?
Right.
It's all the same. Like you could wear that to work every day, or, well, I don't know where
Right.
you work, but you know, it's all the
There's
same.
no
There's no depth.
jackets,
There's no depth, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
for
a
different...
jacket would have elevated it a
Yeah.
lot, I think.
It was basically all day wear.
Yeah. There was no cocktail dress, no
Yeah.
evening gown.
But those gowns at the end were incredible, and I could see a lot of women wanting
They
to
were
wear.
great.
But you'd wear them during the day.
But yeah,
Right, but not even that they're all day wear. They're all day wear, and if you wore one of those a day for a week, people would think you're in the same outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big enough variety, even within day wear for me.
yeah.
But I do think Amanda has a lot of potential, and I think she could sell some of these pieces right now.
They should do that too. I definitely think Amanda has a lot of potential. I definitely think she will build a brand. I hope she builds a brand.
Does.
We've seen a character growth within her. In the beginning, I
agree.
remember us being like, you would be like, Amanda on the show, not me. Like, I remember us, like, and I don't know if it's because she was hanging out with Karina, and Karina's just like a bad pill or whatever.
Bad pill.
But you know, like,
Yeah, she is.
she really is. She like
was- yeah.
spreads. But you know, Amanda's attitude, and for her to come back, you know, we all kind of gave her crap for being like you know, she was the loser that came back, and for her to, I don't think that's ever happened before, that someone that came back from a previous season made it to the runner-up.
I think this is only the second time they brought someone back from a different season.
Well, no, didn't on
They did. They brought.
Under the Gun, didn't they bring somebody back too?
No. This
What was
is
the one
only
on
the
the
second
plane?
time. Yeah, no, this is only the second time that they've done this.
Because the one in the plane, that was the other one. What was her name? I forget.
Katie?
Kate.
And she's actually coming back again for a third time for Project Runway All Stars.
See, now that's pushing it. You
Come
don't
on.
win. We like you. Let's give it another chance. Let's stir up the pot. Sure, once. But if you don't win again,
But it's
come
All
on.
Stars. Everybody's
the worst
losers.
thing-
There's a bunch of other people that they should give that opportunity to.
Yeah.
The worst thing I think is when they bring back someone that already won to All Stars. Like,
Right.
that's embarrassing.
I think so too.
Isn't Dimitri coming back? And
Yes.
he won.
And he already won. And Seth Aaron won the last
Yep.
All Stars, and he won his season too. It's kind of like, all right, come on.
Don't they have enough designers?
Yes.
Maybe they don't like certain ones.
I don't know.
Well, it's been a theme with the All Star seasons that they've only had a winner be from season 6 and beyond because it's a Lifetime show, and I get that, but it's like, well, then if you're gonna let the people from the early seasons compete, then let them have a chance of winning too, because
Yeah, okay, so 13 seasons times how many designers start? Like 12 at least.
15.
But
15.
okay, but really like 12 after they get through the first cut. And so whatever that huge number is.
Like
It's like
144.
144. I was going to say, because it's
So
12.
and then you do 12 people on All Stars again. I mean, you have plenty of All Stars to go
150.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like some of them are boring and you don't want to watch them. So I'm sure that has.
Well,
Part
They
of
got
it.
on the show to begin with. They can't be that boring.
Well, that's not true.
But
Some
they
of
don't
them we don't
they
really
have
like.
drama,
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's what I mean. Like, some
They
of them
want
don't add
drama.
drama. Like, some of the people that are good and just come, like Kini. He doesn't add much. There's not much drama. He cries every time.
No, but you want to see what he's making.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's
No,
still
not
making the
anymore.
same thing.
Is the show about drama or is the show about fashion?
It's about. I think it's a good mix of
about
both. but-
commercials.
Yeah,
Really.
true. But in the same sense, it's like, are any
sponsor
of
of
you-
the week.
Are any
Yeah.
of you left with like, oh my god, what's Kini gonna make? Because you know what he's
No.
gonna make. He's gonna make something that's well crafted. He's gonna make it quick, but it's kind of gonna, like, his stuff kind of look the same.
And
Like,
it's
there was
gonna
no
be
big
boring.
growth.
It's kind of like Oscar. Everybody, like on your season, you
Yeah.
know, everybody was like, okay, he's great. He sews fast, but not memorable. You know,
Right.
that's
Right.
like Kini. Same thing. They get the people that have like pissed everybody off. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they got like Karina and, you know, like everybody that has, you know,
Yeah.
they like the fighting. That's what we like, the drama. So,
Sort of, to a certain
Sort of.
point.
Yeah.
But they have to be a good enough designer to back it up.
like,
Right.
what was the crazy guy's name that stormed out that would call
Sa-
him
Sandro.
Sandro. You know?
I would love to see Sandra.
exactly.
See, you want to
Can
see that.
Sandro be the all-star?
He'd call in,
Please,
too.
please.
That was one of the most amazing phone calls ever on the
You know,
show.
like that's what we
No,
you know,
I know.
we enjoy watching. Okay,
But that
so
was
anyway,
good. Anyway, we can move on to the
yeah,
next one.
let's go.
What about the next one?
Char.
I
Char.
mean, I love her.
I really was pleasantly surprised with this collection.
Yeah.
She has a good eye for like edgy modern women. Like that black and white pantsuit crop thing was really cool. And so was the hooded dress.
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, it's very, I don't know, young and hip.
I don't feel that way about the whole collection. I feel that way about a few pieces. But for me, this collection was too much of too many different things to really make sense. And I thought some of it was just cheap looking for me. Like the blue dress, I think, and also I think we've seen it with, do you remember the Leanne Marshall,
Yes.
the winner of season 5?
With the flaps on the skirt.
The flap, she already did that on Project Runway, and it was so long ago that I feel like that doesn't look new anymore.
I can see your point. Yeah.
So, I mean, I kind of, and also that blue, it didn't really go with the rest of the collection. I know that print has that color in it, but then she had the really strong moments with just the all white and the black and white and pieces, that those other printed pieces were enough. It didn't have to have that pop, but she wanted to put that back in there. So I would have liked to see what else could have been there.
But I do like that she plays with color because, like, that's the thing. Amanda, the pieces that she had with color were really good. You know, and color looks really good on the runway.
Yeah. What about
feel
you,
like- I
Michelle?
feel
What do you
like
think?
Color looks really good.
I feel like it could have been a little better put together. Like, I feel like I agree with Amanda. Like, there's some really cool pieces. The printed pieces, like the black and white or the colored pieces, they look super sophisticated. And then I feel like there's other pieces in there that look like they're from Forever 21.
That's what I said about her last.
And then
Like
like,
the
the blue,
Kleenex dress.
yeah, and
I
the
feel
fly
like-
The Kleenex dress is-
one, and just some of, like the tank top, like, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, but like
the resort wear, like that looks really chic.
I
And
think
then
Right.
there's something else that looks like the fly
and I think
thing.
I totally saw her through that, but I saw like super modern and fashionable. That blue dress, I feel like she could have cut it off and just made it a top and then maybe matched it with the print. And then it
oh
would have
my
fit back
god,
in
with
a
the
little
printed
better.
pants
Yeah.
or something.
Okay, but it doesn't look cohesive to me, and it
Like
looks
some
like
palazzo
it kind
pants
of
or
looks like
something?
okay, pieces she really honed in, and then pieces that were thrown together, or she couldn't like make it all fit.
You know what I think the problem is? Like, adding on to what you're saying, Michelle, I think that, and this might be, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me on this, I wasn't overall wowed by the show. I thought we would have saw a better finale from every,
Yes.
like, I thought the bar would have been raised a little bit. So from what we're working with, I mean, Sean came, he raised the bar, his show's sophisticated, you know? And the thing about Char, like, again, we all know I have a soft spot for Char. I love Char. And the thing that I do like about this collection is, yes, that you could wear something every day of the week and it doesn't look like you're wearing the same exact thing. I feel like it feels similar, but in that feeling, it's too young or too, I hate to say the word cheap because it doesn't look like she made it cheap. Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, her construction has suffered at points, so it's not that I think her construction overall looked well for this.
But the poorest
it's
construction
just-
was that black top and white skirt. It was like she threw it together in
That
5
she
minutes.
probably did because
Right,
she,
but what I'm saying, like, as a whole, she's had some pieces that were just not great
Right,
with the
right.
construction.
For
but
me-
as a whole, I'm saying the construction was kind of okay, so I don't want to say that it looks cheap. To me, it's more young, which plays into, like, the Forever 21s or that kind of stuff. I feel like it's not classy, so
well,
to
and
speak.
the other problem is it's like half sporty, half resort.
Like
You know, like
Emmy
there's-
Rossum was saying. Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's my other problem. with it.
P.S. Before we go any further, we have to say how amazing of a guest judge Emmy Rossum was.
Yeah.
She's on Shameless. She was, like, I even forgot that she was an actress because I felt like she was just one of the judges because she was one of, like, her comments were on point.
Very
We just
smart.
have to, yeah.
But before we skip to the next designer, I just have to say I think look 2, 3, and 4, strong, 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 and then the final look, I thought it made a nice statement. It was like a vest cape with the pants.
It was a bad material, though.
It was
I
a
think
bad
across the board,
material.
it was bad material.
But coming down the runway, it was just a cool shape to see.
But
I
if
thought
you
it was
think
cool.
about the pants that Sean made with that vest instead, it would have been so much better because those pants, like his first look with those pants, were such nice
Oh,
pants.
that he won the challenge for in the season?
No, for this runway.
For the first look.
You know,
Okay.
he had those really crisp, white, pretty pants.
Yeah.
That would have looked so much better with that vest because those, I mean, you could tell that it was weird fabric that she chose.
But she likes flashy. That's like her thing. So
I didn't
I felt like if it would have just been white pants, it wouldn't have looked Char anymore.
I did not like the way it looked. I didn't like that we could tell that the fabric was weird. Like if it would have been, you know, a more sheer fabric or a softer, like it just looked hard and stiff.
But again,
I liked the way, like I liked the pattern, I liked the silver, I liked the polka dots. You know what I mean? Like I liked the way it looked, but it looked that it should have been made out of something.
And that last look, even though it was kind of cool to see coming down, it didn't go with the rest of the collection. Again, it was like, what is this person sending down? Is this a different designer? Like, what is happening? So,
all right, cool. Well, let's move on to Kini. What do you guys think? What you got? What you got, Virginia?
Awful, awful, awful. And the last look reminded me of the evil queen from Once Upon a Time. I've seen her wear that outfit a few times. That dress, it was just too much. And it had like a big underwear going on down there.
It looked like little sporty underwear.
Before I forget to add this in, I just have to say the model posing at the end of the runway was horrible.
Well, because he was coaching them, remember?
It was.
He was showing them how to strike a pose. Come on,
It
who
was
does that?
the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in New York Fashion Week. Put my stamp on that. Ever.
Whoa.
For what models are doing on the runway, because it was very like, I'm gonna put my hands on my hips, I'm gonna do this weird little pose and twist, and like it's like, what are you doing?
What's your favorite pose, Amanda? Let's see it.
My favorite. Well, I would have to
What's
stand
your
up.
go-to? You know, every model has a go-to.
No, sitting down, you have to do your go-to. Come on, let's make our last show a little fun.
All right.
What you got? Stay seated.
I'm gonna look at this camera.
Okay.
All right, so I would walk down to the end of the runway, and you just leave your hands by your side. You don't put your hand on your hip because then it's like cheesier.
We can't see the hands. Give us the face.
No, I'm shy all of a sudden. All right,
Come on.
Let me turn it on. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, Amanda's finding it.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that face. That a girl. Get it, girl.
You gotta, you know.
I wanted to give you your moment.
No,
I'm blushing now.
If you guys are not following her on Instagram, she has some great pictures.
She does.
She actually models all the time, and follow her on Instagram because you blow me away on some of those pictures.
Thank you.
You do turn it on. So
I do.
Thank you for entertaining
us. I just did a show
us.
for Donna Karen.
Ooh.
So I got excited when they started talking aboutOnna Karen on the episode. I was like,
That's why you were like, oh my god, I want Amanda to win all of a sudden.
Amanda is like Donna Karen.
What are you talking about? All right,
Why were you
back
not
to Kini.
on this season? Like, because you've
do you mean?
modeled for Project Runway before a couple times, right?
I didn't go to New York this time.
Oh.
I just decided not to go. Stayed in LA. I was out of town a lot for the wedding.
Yeah, she's a newlywed. Doesn't want to leave the hubby.
Aww. All right, back
Enough
to
about
Kini.
me. Yeah,
back
come
to Kini.
Back
We
to
give you a
Kini.
moment. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
No, seriously, this collection was
what's
not
that
flattering. I was like, I'm doing the Kini pose. It was not flattering. They were like, I don't know what this move was. But yeah, watch it again. You'll see some of the cheesy moves.
All right. What about you, Michelle? What did you think about Kini's collection?
So I think he really stepped it up from what he had. But that being said, it was really disappointing for Kini. It was super, I don't know, it was younger and there were some pieces or
You got it right. It was super, I don't know.
But it was really
Those are
sporty.
three
I mean, there
words?
was
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
ready to wear. I didn't feel like excited by watching this show. So, I mean, I feel like it was much better than what he started with. Like, he put in, like, a huge effort to try and change some stuff, but it just didn't make it work.
I've got doesn't fit right. A lot of stuff looked like it had fit problems, and then the droopy boobs. That one that looked like
Plates on
it
the
was
front.
just like I've got boobs, remember? Who would want to wear that? You said you would want to wear it.
I said I liked it because I thought it was like a detail that was different at least.
A terrible detail. All
right.
It's different doesn't mean it's a good idea.
There were two looks that looked really good to me. It was the second look. With the white top on one shoulder and the little leather shorts.
So boring.
Yeah, but it was like, let's go to the beach, put on your flip-flops and go.
Yeah, yeah.
The beach. And the Hamptons, maybe. And then there was a black dress later on in the collection that I was like, okay.
Oh, that one? With the
Not
fluff
that.
in the
No,
front.
not the fluff.
You like the fluff. You like the floppy
you
boobs.
did say
I
that
did
one.
like
You
it.
said
But
it.
there was another one that was black and then like a halter neckline. But
Oh, the pleating?
Yes.
The one with all the pleating?
But this is kind of like, it doesn't speak to me at all. I don't see any
No,
of
it
these
was
photos and
super
go,
boring.
wow, or like,
Yeah.
this is joyful.
I was actually, I really thought that I was gonna see something like weird from him. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, and I know that I wasn't here last week, but I thought that from the beginning of him showing his collection, it was going to be more like stuff that he made on the Rainway. You know, like some more like
the
Lady
Alexander
Gaga looking
McQueen
stuff. Yeah.
derivative stuff.
Yeah, and then I'm just thinking, like, I don't want to wear that much denim. Like, denim is hot.
I think it's cool how he uses the denim. Like I think like it looked like he had leatherette like trim on it.
That just makes it hotter.
No, but it looks cool.
Maybe
You're
like
talking to a woman that is pregnant.
Yeah.
And we're talking about
She's like,
temperature.
wait, I gotta manage my hot flashes.
I know.
Can't have denim.
I have like one denim dress and I look at it and I'm like, ooh, it's way too hot to be wearing that.
Well, also and I wanted that last dress to be more than what it was. It was just sad, and it
was
feel
terrible.
like it had so much potential. I really liked the shoulders, but then it kind of had the superhero underwear and like the
Superhero
fishtail
underwear?
and It looked
You could
like
see her underwear?
No, that's what the
just
front
kidding.
part
the
looked
front
like.
looked like.
What did they
And
call
then,
it?
you
Front
know,
piece?
it's got
Oh, like the-
neoprene and it's got a fishtail. And...
Did it look like that, like the underwear that's on the outside of a superhero
Right,
outfit?
right.
Okay.
Like a Superman. Yeah, because it had like the V right in front.
And they
like
wanted them to
that,
all
and-
pose like that.
Right,
too.
exactly. Exactly.
Wow. It's been a
Yeah.
long season.
It has.
It has.
And Kini should have used some color at least, for God's sakes.
And
It's just-
his outfit.
Oh.
What he was wearing.
he's Hawaiian.
He
That's
reminded
what
me of
they
Mondo.
wear. That's what they wear. Like, very colorful.
Right, but it was just, it didn't.
Mondo.
And why does he always wear
Those
that?
pants. Remember Mondo and his
little
pants? Was that his name?
He's got that
Yes.
scissor necklace on every time. Is it
Yeah.
a seam ripper? What is that?
It's
Yeah.
a nippers. It's like a little. It's like I don't know what you really
He's
call
always
it. but-
working.
Yeah, it's like a
look
little.
how hard I work. Let me
it's a
wear
little
this around my
scissor
neck.
thing. Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
not always working. He's always
No.
finished.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kini, you're confusing us with your necklace.
And that first skirt looks like a Barbie doll or something in a bad way.
I
I didn't
know.
like the
I
first
like it.
outfit at all. I'm glad Heidi didn't like it either.
And nobody
I
wants
would've
to
been
wear
upset.
a white pencil skirt with a ruffle. It's just not
It's
flattering.
like a white pencil skirt with an exploded eraser.
Yeah, awful.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to Sean. I know it was hard for us. They didn't walk out the same way, so we didn't get a picture of the whole collection. But I'm sure everyone watching at home, you guys saw. Amazing. What'd you think, Virginia?
I loved it. Yes, yes, yes. I want it all. I really like the orange. Orange is like my favorite
Yeah.
color, and then he used it, and I just liked how he really thought about his collection. It went from like white to orange to black, and it always kept you guessing, even though there was a lot of fringe. Like every piece was very chic.
I wrote chic, sleek, magnifique.
You are amazing, Amanda.
I love it so much. It was such a fun, exciting show to watch. I was like, finally, it's like a joyful, exciting show. And,
Right.
And when every model came down, it was just one after the other of like beautiful, strong, sexy, but like sexy in an expensive looking way. Not a cheap way like some of the other designers.
So sexy, not tramp.
yes.
Just kidding.
No, I just mean like
No, I know what you mean.
just letting a
They
little
look
bit of
strong.
skin show.
They look confident and strong.
And I also like the styling here too, the hair and the makeup. It added to it. It didn't take away from what the clothes were, because you have to like think about head to toe, with each collection, and he really thought about that.
Right. All right. What did you think, Michelle?
I wrote breath of fresh air.
Yes.
Super tasteful. I was just super impressed. I don't know what the judge's problem is. Their fringe was great. I think it was a show. It was a production. It was totally like entertaining. Every single piece had your attention. That's what, like, it's not just about designing, but when you're gonna present a show, like, it's about having a big show. Like, you
I
can't
feel
just
like
make a bunch
theater.
of boring stuff and
Yeah.
think that's gonna cut it. Like, everything was dramatic and it kept your interest the entire time.
There
so.
was definitely like an emotion. Like
Yeah.
I've definitely watched,
You felt an
different
energy.
runways,
Yeah.
and you can, like when you feel like a connection to it.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt with Sean's. All the other ones, I was like, eh.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's funny
definitely
because
felt
from
the inspiration from Rome from it too.
Yeah.
I didn't as much from the others. And then, I like that he had the story behind it, because I feel like when you're designing it, takes some kind of story or thought process. Like, you can't just make a top and it's like, I feel like it has to have something else there, like some kind of substance behind it.
He was the only designer that came out and talked about the collection's message.
Right.
Everyone else was just like, I love my family. Thank you.
Yeah.
Heidi and Tim, you know.
It's funny because for my words, all I put was only real collection.
Yeah.
True.
It really was. I actually liked the fringe. I would have liked to see a different ratio of fringe to no fringe. I think there was 8 with fringe and 2 without. I would have liked to see like a 7-3 or a 6-4.
Yeah.
Like, I was okay with more pieces having fringe than not, but the pieces that don't have fringe, I really like. He's made some, like, look at this first piece we're see on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, he makes his stuff. It was like once he nailed that outfit 2 episodes ago, it like, I felt like it opened doors for him, and he's changed his style a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see where he took that. But yeah, I mean, he's awesome. He did it. He won.
I want to add also that even the pieces that had the fringe, you were saying you wish you could see a different ratio. Some pieces were just a touch of fringe, so you could at least see the workmanship of the rest of the outfit with the other fabric.
Right, and I understand.
What, are you laughing at when I said a touch of fringe?
No, I think she gets that. I think she just doesn't want the fringe.
Oh, well, I'm just...
Even if it's a little bit.
I would have just liked to see. I like the fringe, and I like. You know what I really liked? I like how you were talking about Virginia with the color. Like, it was like white and then orange, and then the fringe tied them together. It was like the fringe was almost a transition in color palette as well. But yeah, I would have liked to see like 1 or 2 more pieces. Maybe a coat or a light something of just his newfound style. Like, I feel like he's definitely grown through this process. And at the end, a lot of his fringe, it's grown in a way too, but these other pieces are so sophisticated and classy. So I just really like them.
Like, that orange dress was like amazing that he made. You know, and if he would have made like another piece like in black, you know, even that, I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd look that was like that black really deep feed, it didn't need fringe.
It didn't.
You know,
Right.
if he could have made something else like that and lost the fringe.
I kind of agree with you, but I wish he could have just made a bigger collection because I liked all the pieces.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
would
not
have
saying
loved to
any of them were
see,
bad or
like, a
too
coat,
fringy.
because he did some amazing coats while he was on the show, like a couple extra pieces, because those structured pieces alone, like just the subtleties and the proportions,
It's amazing.
it's professional.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in the beginning, what we see right here, like his first pieces without the fringe, we didn't see work like that from him in the beginning. So I feel like he's definitely had the most arc of transition. That's why I like a couple more. And you're right, none of the pieces that I saw I didn't like, or were like, oh, it's too much fringe. I was just like, ooh, where's that next one that he's gonna do?
You know, I think this was the one collection that we all felt an emotion, and we weren't critiquing the clothes look by look so much. It was the other collection we were like, okay, what's this look? What's this vest? What's the pants? And this one, it was just like,
You can just enjoy
I
it.
just feel his emotion. Like, I feel what he wanted to portray to people, you know, and it feels good.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree. We all, when this came out, we all kind of knew.
We had a response.
That's why we were all about to protest.
Yeah. If Amanda would have won, I would have came on and said, hi, everybody. Thanks for watching all season. I am going home and going to sleep now.
Amanda won, and we're out.
Amanda won. Peace. See you later.
I have a feeling we'll see Amanda on All Stars in the future if they keep going with those.
Well, I don't know. What's all this talk, you guys? Oh, I don't even know if I should bring it up.
Oh,
You can bring it up.
bring what up?
What did you say,
All Stars?
Amanda? Mm-hmm. What about her outfits?
This season?
What?
Oh, you mean the clothes that she would wear herself?
I don't know what y'all are talking
What are you
about.
getting at?
Apparently, the 3 of you were saying you think that Amanda might be pregnant.
Oh.
Only might, just because of the forgiving shapes of her outfits.
I don't know. She was wearing that one, like, collared button-down tie-dye shirt, and there was a profile shot, and she looks not pregnant to me at all. She looked pretty fit.
So
I could be wrong, but
I think we just are noticing that she likes to wear the flowy, drapey clothes, and since, you know, pregnancy is on our mind.
Yeah, it's on the brain.
So
it's at the baby brain over here.
I think we were wishing that she was because
Yes.
we're like, yay, Amanda, your husband, so sweet to you. Like,
Well, and then this one over here always has baby on the brain, too.
Okay, back to the clothing.
Eventually.
Back to the clothing. I did like, I think it was the one other thing that stood out about Sean that Zach Bozen, I think, said was that he didn't want him to turn into a fringe Muppet. Zach said some pretty funny things.
I love Zach.
I love Zach too, but at the end of the day, tonight, his outfit killed me. It was killing me.
The maroon with the purple.
Like the maroon with the purple, but it's not even the maroon with the purple. It's the maroon with the purple with that weird vest. I don't like the vest. Do you guys like the vest? Come on, am I alone in this?
Eh.
I don't even notice the vest.
Oh,
I didn't notice it.
I just like high
so
designers.
weird.
I just
His
love
facial
it.
expressions like drown out anything that
I
he
Just
know.
a very weird, small buttoned high vest.
I'll have to go back and look because
Do it.
it wasn't bothering me.
He's
nearly
been
as
doing
much.
vests the whole season, I think. A lot of episodes.
Maybe it's just the brighter colors that have been standing out to me, but I don't know, something about it irked me.
It irked
It did.
Stef Z. Don't
did.
irk Stef Z.
Don't do it.
Well, and then they teased a little bit of the reunion.
They did, and you know I don't know if we're gonna cover that next week, but we'll see. But we'll let you guys know in the comments. But the reunion, do they do that every year?
They do.
Televised the week
Yeah.
after?
Yeah.
Why have I never seen this?
Because I think we go
Like,
straight
after
into
the
All
season
Stars.
was- Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
'cause-
it's at I think it's at the same time, or no, it can't be. 'Cause they also have threads. I don't know.
It's probably
Yeah,
right
and
before.
Threads.
It's probably right before.
And we were all talking that doing Threads and All Stars at the same time is a very weird thing that they're doing.
It's a
'Cause
bad
it's like they're
decision.
competing similar shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do love Christian Siriano, and I hope his show does well because he's very smart and talented. So
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to expand their market.
expand
Yeah.
the brand.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, Project Runway has a great following, and if they can have their viewers be, you know, like it's on the mind to be like, oh, try this, I feel like why not?
Yeah.
Thursday's a hard
Little-
day for television.
Little
though.
sample of this show. Little sample of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday is rough. There's a lot going
Well,
on.
I think they should show Threads on a different night, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they're just lining it up this way for now, so that people, because people are used to at this certain time seeing Project Runway.
Yeah, I
you know
guess
what I
so.
mean. So they're just like,
Thursday
okay,
night.
keep watching, have this time slot open.
Fashion night.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that kind of wraps up our season finale of season 13. Anything else you guys want to leave the viewers with about this episode?
I don't think so. I just had so much fun with you guys. I'm gonna miss y'all because I'm not doing All Stars.
Because she's going to have a
I
baby.
know.
Yes.
Well, we'll miss you on the show, but I'm really excited for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll watch you guys.
Well, tell the people where they can find you and follow along
You
with
can
your.
find me at Virginia Reyna on Twitter and Instagram. Even though I haven't been tweeting lately, sorry.
She probably will.
In, like,
The baby
months.
boy will have
What a-
pictures.
What about you, Amanda? Where can the people find you?
You guys can find me at The Runway Queen on Twitter and Instagram.
And Michelle?
You guys can find me at Uberreste on Instagram and Twitter, and my website is michelleUberreste.com.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Stef Z. Go there now. I need your votes for something. Go ahead and check it out. Also, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate your comments, your suggestions, your time, your love. We appreciate it all. Lisa Simpson rules. You rule. And you guys have a great year. Until next season, Saranara from AFTERBUZZ TV.
Sarah Nara.
I don't know. I don't know.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.